tonight we're on to week 2 in the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. After a great first week of football, what does week 2 have in store? The Commanders and the Packers underway on Thursday night primetime. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with a rookie. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd.
Ready? Liking 18. 3. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. Taking on the midfield logo. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set, go.
Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that? And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for him. Why? Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless this to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, they take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's go now.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Commanders' first down.
Let's go. Steady.
Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nate Hobbs there to bring him down. Hey, look at this Packers defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stumped him for no gain.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Those defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
60 Eagles, 6.70, hard 70. Let's go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Daniels going to throw for it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
19, Cowboy 80, go.
Throwing now is Daniels. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lane. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. Now an audible here into something else.
18 run.
To the air goes Daniels. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Press on 80. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Set. 52 blue. Blue black. Ready.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. And he slings one that's incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
19 Charger, 19 Charger. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Let's go now. 19.
Here's Daniels. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
18 Cardinal, drop 50, drop 60.
They're going to try and throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he goes out right around the 39. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. He's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Daniels looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
First down, Washington.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Daniels. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and they end up making the play.
That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait
You do it from series to series because drives like that, to end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Packers 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've got a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Striker, 3-3. Fierce, yellow. Ready.
Love now. Escaping the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
60 reps.
Here's Love. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Pause, ready. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. This is caught. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. Nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake, Daniels rolling to his right. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Deputy Lions. Go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ready.
They go play action. Daniels. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open book beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A 54-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing into break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try to plan a comeback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They find some open field here. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Okay, ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Come on, set, 6, left, red, 38. Green Jack. Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Right. Ready?
Working out of the gun. Love. That one to Reed, and it is caught on the dive. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Black Ultra.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And he returns this to the 22.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Ready?
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Second down, Jacobs once more. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
50, cut.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Jacobs going to try the middle. There's some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From Commander's territory now, it's first and 10, down at the 31.
Down. Black, 95. Go red. Ready.
Now again, right side. It's Lloyd. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Here we go, set. 10 black, set.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Zoom black. Yellow, 43. Hut, hut.
Now Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, if nothing else, some signs of life here, Charles, because you're facing the big deficit, but at least they were able to prevent 3 more from getting on the board there with a nice block.
And that's how they're comforting themselves on the sidelines right now because they certainly didn't execute well on that play at all. Bottom line, exactly what you said. They didn't need the 3, but they sure don't like giving up a block. They'll have something to work on as they get into practice next week.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
He'll take this to the 46. Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Middle of the field. He's got McLaurin. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is first and 10 right now.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Mustang 19. Let's go.
Throwing now is Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To the air goes Daniels. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Zach Ertz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Okay.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 112 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself,
I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Set, set.
Love looking to throw it. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing. Love. The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The Commanders' 32-yard line.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Black, 95. Ready?
Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go, set. Steel, 45, white. Blue striker. Set,
back to throw. Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Ready. Blue, 32. Set, hut.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, this defense knows, they're well aware that they're down 2 scores, and they figure this is pretty much their last chance. They know if they give up a touchdown here, that ends it. Nice job on 1st and goal to push them the other way, but they have to be thinking takeaway right here.
Jacobs again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Set, hut. Hut.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And this this time he is in. Josh Jacobs, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Let's go.
Daniel's going to try to sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Come on, set.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A beautiful fake. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Touchdown, Packers. Marshawn Lloyd, 54 yards. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Commanders 17.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Open man down the field. It's a tight end center. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Commanders' first down.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
To throw is Daniels. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the Packers pick it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Commanders 17.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
Well, Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football and just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Daniels looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Washington.
Now Daniels. He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the play. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's Daniels. Open man is Samuel, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Deebo Samuel, 38 yards. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit.
Washington will line up for the
Daniel's going to try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game.
25. Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Counter play with Jacobs.
And he'll work this one out to about the 38.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Set. Ready.
On 3rd down, Lloyd. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ready, ready. Red, 38. Ready.
Right back to him on first down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Go now. Ready, ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lloyd. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9.
50, gritty, old blue. Smash, red. Hut, hut.
Love now. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Here's a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Flush to his right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. For the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Deebo Samuel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Commanders get a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game.
To kick off for Washington.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yellow, 22. Hut, hut.
Up the middle they go. Lloyd will work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Set, ready, set.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Ready, set.
3rd and 3.
Come on, set. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lloyd. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to kick it away. They bring the pressure as he gets this one away. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep.
Down. 52 blue. Set.
To a knee goes Love, and that should be that. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Green Bay, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.